not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, Goblin Nation! I'm on a roll! I'm on a roll, yeah! Why am I on a roll? I'm on a roll because I'm doing lots of horror movies after each other. I'm like, you know what? Let's see how much... Because I'm a person that's like, you know what? Here's a horror movie, then a horror movie, then another horror movie, and then I'm like, I'm done! I'm not interested in horror movies for a whole year, or kind of years. I've sometimes they go like this. Horror movie, one good horror movie, and I'm gone. I'm like on the train of horror movies. I'm like, alright, train, I'm going, and then I have this bad horror movie that stops me in the tracks, and like, bam, I'm out the train. This is my stop. I'm out, kind of thing. Those aren't so now I'm on a roll of the thing. It's kind of a. First was the last time was not so long ago when I was on this train, and then it was from what was the name? What was that? Invisible Woman kind of thing. That was like, okay, another horror movie, and then I stopped a little while, and then I got to see Black Side and this other movie, the summer. We summoned the Darkness. Those two movies I really enjoyed, so I got back on the track. I should have taken those as a 9 out of 10, but I did an 8 out of 10 kind of thing. I enjoyed them. It's a kind of like kind of thing. I did 8, so this movie is kind of a... Anyway, so on this movie, this Pet Sematary, I hear a lot about this movie, but it's also a reboot, I think, from an original one of Stephen King's kind of thing. Yes, it's also from his novel, but I also went from way back. I think they already done it. I think there was even Pet Sematary 3. They made 3 movies of that, but this is a reboot, so yeah. I think it's only the first one in this one, and there only exists the first one. I'm thinking, I could be wrong, there could be Pet Sematary 2 for all I know, but so far as I see, there was no other Pet Sematary. So it's this beautiful family and child of 13 to 12 kind of thing. Another child that's just 2 years old or 1 year old. Somewhere down the line, you know, 2, 3, 1 kind of thing. Old, you can just walk. So I think around 1 year old. The family gonna move there. They need to go away from where they live. They lived where the parents, but she wants to get out of there. She's like, because the woman, the mother has like this issue when her sister had this great abomination of her skin kind of thing underworking, her thing kind of thing. Something was wrong with her, and she cannot go. She cannot move that well. She looks like a monster. It seems like a whole other horror movie in a horror movie. It's like this was a horror movie that somehow, somewhere happened, but we don't know. We have no idea of that horror movie. We never seen that horror movie. That doesn't exist, but it looks like this was a previous horror movie we missed. That's what it looks like! But somehow, some way, they thought it was a good idea to have a child see that she needed food, just do it. And if it doesn't work, then you should go to the thing. A child of 4 years, 12 years old. That's scary as shit, man! You don't do that for a child. You don't like it. Hey, you can not even a little, not even if it was not a horror. You do not do that to the child. The child needs to be cared for, needs to have a parent, kind of thing. That is another child upstairs, sure, kind of thing. You never do that. They were very bad parents, that kind of thing. Anyway, so now they're moving to this little town, a little bit off the street, a little bit, but somehow every day there is this truck coming, like one truck every day, and then we have this little cat. They have the child is so very like, why is there? Then she finds out there's a pet cemetery. It's like, why do they have mascot? Ritual, I don't know, kind of thing. It's like we find out that that's where they all bury their pets. That's nice. That's sweet. That's so sweet. sweet dreams. It's like, okay, that's cool. I mean, it's a little bit creepy that they have like this pet's mask on. It's kind of cool, but kind of creepy at the same time. So it's like, okay, then there is this farmer kind of grandpa style with very much hair, kind of gray. No, this kind of gay. Saves. Is there too? It's like, hey, this pet cemetery, yeah, it's kind of thing. She's like, why are pets dying? Actually, with her parents, there's like, yeah, they just go to heaven. But then the father doesn't believe in heaven. The father doesn't believe in heaven, kind of thing, and hell, and that kind of thing. He's like, I don't know, but like we should tell her that that is kind of thing. But I believe in that there is in heaven. I don't believe in it. What I believe is there is an afterlife. Is gonna be heaven? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure whatever it is, but I think there is something beyond that. Just not sure it's heaven. Not sure it's maybe it's the Greek kind of thing, the Elysian fields. I mean, if I'm gonna believe in anything, I like the Elysian fields. I mean, it's just a dreamy thing, kind of thing. I hope there is computers, because if there is not computers, then it's just hell. Then it's just hell, man. Anyway, so the Wi-Fi must suck it there and down there, but so anyway, so we kind of have then trying to explain it does work really well, but the girl moves on, and then the cat dies. Like just a day after they all trying to get this girl, like see that like what that is, what kind of thing it. Her cat is like, your cat is not gonna die. It dies the day after. It's like, ah shit, what now? It's like, but then the farmer is like, I got you covered. So like, we do have to do this tonight. So they go to the yard. On top of the yard, does this ritual, burying them, and the cat is alive. The next day, it's like, this is what you want. I know you cannot get it, feel it, but find out the cat is actually scary, kind of thing. The cat looks like a dangerous kind of thing. The cat looks like it's been hit by a truck. Oh wait, it is. But you know, the cat is not well. The Barry kind of thing. The cat is a little bit scratchy, is a little bit evil, kind of thing. A little bit of taste of evil, a little bit twisted, and not good in the head, and everything. And that's fires back when it scratches the girl. The little girl's like, yeah, my cat, my cat, what the hell is wrong? That must be because it's got hit, you know, a little bit scary, which makes sense. Like, if a cat gets knocked out, kind of thing, if a cat gets abused, that cat is gonna be one hell fucked up in the head. It's gonna be hard to get the loving that it deserves. Now it's kind of got a truck nailed on him, so that didn't go well. Well, they have like, okay, now they need to go, actually it's like you need to kill it. It's like, oh, I cannot kill that cat. So he just does it far enough that the cat will not find its way back. Well, the cat finds its way back, and the child finds out that it's on her party, or her birthday party, finds out, oh, my cat is back. Hi. Goes on the street, and of course, there is almost nobody on the street. But then, on that moment, there is a fucking truck. And then the little guy, the little child of the family sees her sister kind of go, and it's like goes after. So wants to scream, almost hitting the child. The child got just pulled away, but the other child didn't. So the girl, she gets hit. Of course, it's got just hit, so you don't get something too graphic. Just like hit bomb. Right to the sides, and of course the parents are destitute. It's like, no, like this cat. Ah! So they try to move on. Like, I need to get out of here. The woman with the child goes out of town. He's like, I still need to do some stuff here before I'm gonna go. And his stuff is like, I need to do that. I need to get her back to life. You saw that what that did to the cat, right? That's a very bad idea, but. Either way, they kind of do it anyway. So she takes his child, gets it to the top of the mountain, gets it in the barrier. Even, well, the farmer's like, that's a bad idea. That was already a bad idea with the cat. it's even a better idea with a human being. I had this dog, and this dog kind of had it, but it was very bad a bitch already. And then the bitch kind of like that bitch of a dog died, put on a second time, but it was kind of great. We also find out that he already he maybe didn't have a dog, and he did this to his wife already. But either way, so she got either way, whatever. He kind of gets drugs, so he would not be stopping him. So he kind of buries his child in the cemetery upstairs, and it comes back. The child comes back. First, it's like it's gone. Her eyes are a little bit wonky and kind of thing. Also, she got hit by a truck. Even if you survive that, that's not gonna do good for your brain at all. And then even being dead for I was like, hello darkness, my old friends. You don't come back one a little bit kind of thing. So she comes back, a little bit scary. But when the farmer finds out, it's like, nope, I gotta get my gun. Gun's like, I'm scared. Because he already been through this kind of stuff. Another horror thing we didn't see. Seems like lots of things are like either set like, oh, here's a prequel for that, and here's a prequel for this kind of thing. It feels like set up for prequels for some reason. Because it's like she says, then the girl gets this mask on of a pet. Of course she needs to be, and she goes bananas. And kind of thing. She's face, you're not her, my kind of dead, just like the girl is dead. Kind of thing. Oh well, gets killed. Yeah, he's dead. The farmer is dead. The girl goes back to think. Well, then the mother somehow decides, you know what? I had to call on the kind of feeling. I feel like I need to go back. Kind of thing. She goes back, finds out her daughter is alive. But doesn't feel like her daughter, also because she has this traumatizing from this other kind of thing where her sister didn't look right at all. It was very monstrous, and now her daughter looks like, you're not my daughter! This is not my daughter! This is so not my daughter. Well, that's going on. They actually get, actually it's like a kind of thing. And then the father was at somewhere else. Then... while that's going on, he was kind of seeing that her daughter kind of killed this farmer, and now he's going back. While that's going on, the child is again going psychopathic on her mother. It's like, come on! Kind of things like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she tries to get her like, save the baby! Save the baby! So she gets through the window. He gets her into a car. And but he is not finished. He's like, I'm gonna save the mother, kind of thing. He's going back to his wife. The girl, it's a bit too late. She gets stabbed, and the girl disappears for a kind. And then the woman is like, whatever you do, don't fucking bury me there. Well, the daughter has a little bit another idea. She's literally gonna bury her, but first knock out her father. Bang! So now she's like, kind of through the woods, kind of thing. It's lots of less pets than I thought. I thought there would be like lots of pets coming and going very nuts on the people around, but nobody noticing it at first. That was what I thought this movie would be. It's more about people coming to life than pets coming to life. But whatever. So now the girl kind of thing buries her, and the father follows the kind of thing, and then it's a fight between the little girl. First they're like, my daughter died! Did you not yell like realizing that coming to that point before you buried your daughter there, that this is not gonna be, you literally have this psychopathic path that's kind of very psychopathic, and you did your daughter anyway. It's like, that pet just scratch kind of thing is very dangerous, and I still want my daughter to be, I would maybe do the same in the same reaction. I mean, I don't have a daughter, and I'm already kind of like, I don't, if that was my sister, I would maybe do the same. No, kind of thing. Anyway. But anyway, would I do the same with me? Would I god, the same. I mean, I'm already a little bit fucked up in the head. So, would I really change that much? I don't know. I'm a goblin. Anyway! So, then she comes back. Anyway, after the fight, they're like, you're not my daughter, I'm gonna kill you. We could be family. We can still be family. Nope! And it gets penetrated by a kind of thing, stick, and he dies. Now he gets buried. The whole family is now kind of except the child. The child from 1 year old sees his parents coming back, but the cat's like, "Daddy, mommy!" Shit. And that's the ending of that movie. I'm like curious what happens with child. Is it just they don't want to show that a 1 year old's gonna die right now, and it's gonna be the whole family, or the child is just gonna grow up with his family, and then the second movie is like 20 years later after he runs away or kind of thing, and her family comes after him kind of thing. Maybe I don't know, but either way, I give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I feel like it was a cool summer, but I feel like for Pet Sematary, it's like that movie of we summon the darkness. It's like doesn't feel right with the movie. Doesn't feel right with the title, what the movie is. With summoning drag, yes, it has this cult kind of thing that does that, but they're not really cult. They're just pretending to be cult, and that comes like it's not really the summon darkness at all. And in this one, it's like we have Pet Sematary, but it's not about the Pet Cemetery. There are no pets. One pet, come on. Yes, everybody gets buried dead, but it goes more about the dead coming back to life. That's about it. They're like, yeah, some things better stay dead, but you have like one pet. It's not like 5 pets get revived and people have to get attacked by those pets. That's what I thought this would be, like lots of pets coming back to life, getting buried here, and kind of thing. But that was not the case. Either way, it's still a fun movie to watch. I still recommend it, kind of thing. And yeah, what's your thoughts about the Pet Sematary? Do you guys you want a sequel on it? Is there a sequel on it? I don't know. Let me all know that down below. And this was another horror movie. Damn, I'm doing much horror movies right now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. And hope to see all of you in the next one. Bye!
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.